Okay, 1, 2, 3 groups. Don't forget to hit send. Alright, the data is super yikes. So let's definitely go over this. Tyler P, I need body forward, absolutely no talking while I'm talking. You must put your clickers down. And let's everybody rewrite the setup on this one. Here we go. Alright, if I said 9, and I use that as my first setup point, let me change this to the pen real quick. So 9, I want a hand in the air. Do you know what 9 corresponds with in this picture? It's kind of tricky because it's switched, right? It's a rotated picture. Brody, what do you think? 4? How many of you, I agree with Brody. 9 from one picture, 4 from the other. Brody, good job. So come back to the original picture. It'd be 27 over what, guys? Okay, write it on your paper. Solve it in your calculators. Okay, don't give away the answer. Don't give away the answer. Whisper with your neighbor. Okay, now, while you're solving that, that's not the only setup that worked. Brooke brought up, Brooke, didn't you do 9 over 27 equals 4 over x? Look, this is how I know that Brooke's setup works also. On these ones, they're timing 9s and x. So is Brooke's, it's timesing 9 and x. This one, it's timesing 4 and 27. Same with this one, timesing 4 and 27. So your setup works also. Okay, nice and loud. Tell me the answer. 12. Totally 12. Okay, redeem yourself. Ready, here comes the next question. Write it down first. Calculator second. Check with your neighbor third, and then the clickers. Ready, set, go. Got 2 groups, not quite. Everybody else got 28. I want to help us out. What's your setup on this one? Jordan, thanks for raising your hand. What'd you do?
I did
3 over 7. And 12 over x? Okay, look at your work on your paper. How many of you did 7 times 12? They're across from each other. And you have 3 times x. They're across from each other.
I did the opposite way. 7 over 3 actually.
But you just got to check what you're multiplying, right? So we've got 7 times 12 divided by 3. Jordan, did you get x equals 28? Okay, if you didn't get that, write it down. Let us know if you have questions. How many of you got that? Let me see. Sweet. Okay, next one. Okay, this one, I actually want to do this one together, no clickers. So clickers down. We'll do a clicker question after this one, because this one's got a trick to it. It's not terribly tricky, but let's go through it. This one, the ratio of the perimeter is 5 to 9. That's our first setup, so write it down with me. So we'll have 5 over 9. Okay, before you deal with the 30 and the x's, you've got to figure out 30 goes somewhere and x goes somewhere, obviously, right? But how do you know where the 30 goes? How do you know where the x goes? Look at this. 5 to 9. Is that little to big or big to little?
Little big.
Okay, write that on your paper. I know that seems a little bit silly, but it's so helpful. So this one's little, this one's big. All right, so our proportion, our other ratio has to be the same. Has to be the little picture over the big picture. I agree with Trey. Did you hear him? So Trey figured out, so it would have to be x over 30. Okay, write down your setup. Solve it in your calculator. Chat up with your neighbor. We're not going to text this one in. And then show me with your fingers. Can one of you show me with your fingers? Oh, no, you can't show me with your fingers. Nice. Okay. Let me see if I can figure out what you're saying. 1, 6, 20. All right. I'm going to round. Is that right, rounding?
Yeah.
How many of you got that? Okay. So hint on those ones. Remember to pay attention. Is it little to big or big to little? I'm not telling you the setup for the other one. Okay, here comes your clicker question. Ready, set, this one. Remember, your hint was draw a picture. Draw a picture. Seven groups. Let's go. Let's go. One, two, three, four, five, 6 groups. Oh yeah. All right. So Lexi's groove. What's the name of your clicker at the top? Okay, yours is now on. Thank you for telling me. Two groups, you got this, you got this. Brody's group, Haley's group, let's go. Alright, if you can hear me, point to the ceiling. If you can hear me, point to your clickers. Don't forget to hit send. Brody, you guys almost ready? Turn it back on. Okay, everybody besides Brody's group. Everybody besides Brody's group, turn off your clickers. Wow, what happened? We got 6, 15, 24, and 66. Alright, the most popular answers are 6 and 24. Hold your conversations. I like when I get to draw my own picture because right here, the first information it says is street light. Stop. You should have drawn a street light. It's like super easy. Street light. That's my street light. It casts a shadow of 12 feet. So its shadow is 12 feet. Okay. And then a 6-foot. Oh, now I draw a 6-foot person. Casts a shadow of 3 feet. But how tall is this person? He's 6 feet tall, right? He, she. Okay, eyeballs on the board. Where does the variable go then? With the lamp. Here's the X. Okay, so Tony, what's our setup on this one? Six over 3, okay. Good job, Tony. X over 12. Okay, here we go. 12 times 6 divided by 3. If you don't know it, type it in your calculators. 12 times 6 divided by 3. Brody, what'd you get? It's totally 24. Good work.